they will solve the problem of prosperity if they are well implemented. But they will not solve the problem of strategic security. The second historical mission of strategic security. Can Africa defend itself against all threats? Because some of the countries now, like the United States, they are operating in 4 dimensions, 4 spheres. They are on land, they have got land forces, we also have we have land forces here. They are in the air, the Air Force. They are at sea, with the Navy, at sea. There, we are not there. We are just here on land. And some of those countries have forces in the ocean. And then in space. As we are speaking now, one of the satellites of the USA is going around the moon. For us, we are here in Kyankwanzi. Eating macaroni or something like that, I don't know. This is very dangerous. This is very dangerous. How can Uganda have a navy? We don't even have near the water. The ones near the water don't have a navy. We in land cannot do anything about it. So that's why we are saying political federation of East Africa. So that we don't want to go and fight other people, but want to go into the ocean also, big way, and find out what's happening in the ocean. After all, that ocean has got a lot of resources. Fish, what is all there. Now, we are not there. But also for security. And also go to the moon, see what are you doing here. The moon is a common property for man. But we are just here in Kyankwanzi, dancing mpaka chini. When people are on the moon, looking at us like ants, as if we are ants. So, the issue of strategic security, that is historical mission number 3. Number 2. Number 3, guarding our heritage. The African heritage is very, very strong. That's how we were able to survive slave trade. Because we are very strong people, genetically. And our culture is very strong. You don't marry within your clan, you marry outside the clan. So the genes are very strong. The foods we eat. Me, I eat African foods. I've not eaten rice since I came back from Tanzania, 1979. I have my food. Cassava, bananas, millet, Obshaza. Obshaza are called what? Peas. I think they're called peas in English. Ebinyobwa, brown nuts. So when there was a war in Ukraine, people said we are going to starve. I said, me, I will not starve. Unless you block Karuma and you stop the cassava from Achori from coming, that's when I will worry. But Ukraine, Barwane, Tebinkwatako. So therefore, that's the third historical mission, guarding our heritage, our language. Our strategy is to preserve our languages, and we feed Swahili to have more vocabulary, but using our, like now the Swahili don't even have a word for national anthem. They don't have a word. They say wimbo wa taifa, a description. Even the English don't have. They don't have one word, national anthem. But some of our people, like the Achoris, they have Lubala. Lubala is a word which means the clan anthems of those Acholi clans. And the Baganda, who don't know that they are very much linked with the Acholis because they don't know that. The rule was when they came from South Sudan, they went through Bunyoro, then they came to Buganda also. They were stopped in Ankara when they were trying to go beyond there, they were stopped. That's why, therefore, you find in Uganda, you have the word Mubala, or Mubala. Again, the clan songs. So I was telling our people in Tanzania, why don't we lend you the word? If you don't have the word for anthem, call it Mubara. So it's the anthem of the country. So that is the third historical mission. So therefore, once we do those, we shall address the issue of prosperity, the issue of strategic security, and the issue of heritage of the Africans. But coming in detail to prosperity, that's where we tell you of the four sectors of the Ugandan economy where you can have prosperity. Because you may say, okay, I want to be prosperous, but where do I go? We say the addresses are the following. Number one, commercial agriculture. Small scale, PDM type, or big scale. Number two, manufacturing. Either big manufacturing or in yoga, the small artisans, carpentry, shoemaking, and so on. Maize milling. That is the second sector. Third one, services. Border, catering, professional services, etc. Number four, ICT. So that helps us to deal with the issue of prosperity, the issue of strategic security, and the issue of heritage. Now we come to philosophy. What makes man work? This confused a lot of people in the past. But Jesus had addressed it 2,000 years ago. He talked of the hired hand, the hired shepherd, who, when the sheep are attacked by the wolf, he runs away and the wolf eats the sheep. But the owner of the sheep will defend them with his own life. So that's how the NRM was able to, people had been confused with parastatals, with what? You can imagine Uganda hotels had hotels in Kampala, in Gulu, in these places. Buses, you will find the government owning buses. But when we came, we said no. Private sector-led growth.